Well, there are new questions over the health of North Korean leader Kim Jong Un. Reports from the Reuters news agency say medical experts have been sent from China to advise on Kim's health. Earlier this week, media in South Korea reported that he was recovering after a cardiovascular procedure. But the leader hasn't been seen in public. North Korea is challenging suggestions their leader is gravely ill. And joining me for more on this story is our correspondent in Seoul, Frank Smith. Frank, hi. According to this report, China has sent medical experts to see the North Korean leader. Why is that significant?
Well, that's significant because of what we know about Kim Jong Un's health. He's obese, he's a heavy smoker, reports that he has diabetes. His father had a heart attack in 2008, died in 2011 of cardiovascular disease. And then the reports that you mentioned that Kim Jong Un had undergone surgery, and then CNN's report that he had been potentially gravely ill, according to one U.S. source. There are also sources in China, uncorroborated sources with Chinese Twitter kind of ablaze that Kim Jong Un may in fact even be dead. But again, those are uncorroborated reports at this time.
Yeah, you're in Seoul. That's less than 100 kilometres from the North Korean border. What more are you hearing there?
Well, the South Korean government has largely played down the reports that Kim Jong Un was gravely ill. If we go back earlier in the week, the initial report came out of a website called Daily NK. It's run by kind of defectors here in South Korea, and it seeks to paint the North Korean regime in a very negative light. So the South Korean government, a liberal government that seeks rapprochement with North Korea, has really kind of played those down. At the same time, we need to recognize that North Korea is a very controlled, state-controlled media. And even the foreign reporters that are allowed into North Korea, what they can report on is tightly controlled. So the information that we get out of North Korea, is very, very limited.
What does this uncertainty mean for stability in the region?
Well, we need to recognize North Korea is a dictatorial regime. It has a very antagonistic relationship, certainly with the United States and the international community. It is pursuing nuclear weapons. It has a nuclear weapons program. It's subject to sanctions from the United Nations Security Council. And North Korea itself is something of a buffer state between South Korea, a strong U.S. ally with U.S. troops here, and China. Any sort of instability in North Korea is going to represent another area of superpower competition between China and the United States.
Frank Smith reporting for us from Seoul. Thanks very much.